Hey, VC, it's Matt again. I just thought, for some reason, just felt like making videos today, and I also just got, I was talking about in the video, the first one, that I just got the internet hooked up today, so that's kind of, um, there's that. So I thought I would just show some records that I've got. Uh, I don't remember everything I've got since last time I made a video. Tell you the truth, I haven't got a whole lot, but I got some stuff at the Black Friday Record Store Day, which, a couple of months ago now at this point, but thought I would show what I got. Yeah, so um, just a few things. Here is the Bessie Smith at the Christmas Ball 45. Take that out because of the glare. It's, Side B is a song called Jasbo Brown from Memphis Town, which is not really a Christmas related song, but both of the songs really like this. I think it's from 1927, 1925, one of them, and 1926, the other, the B side. So it's got the old style Columbia label, and it's a red vinyl, nice packaging, and two really good songs. I like that old 20s stuff, so it's really enjoyed that. Yeah. So got another Christmas related album, Joey Ramone, Christmas Spirit. Haven't actually played this yet, so I've Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight, and I've heard that before. What a Wonderful World, which is some off his solo album, and Christmas Baby Please Come Home is the old Darlene Love, isn't it? The Ronettes old song. So anyway, I haven't played this, but I've heard a couple of things off of it, and I think this is uncolored. Yeah, it's red vinyl, 10-inch. So I will play that sometime soon. Well, probably not till holiday season at this point. Got another 10-inch. It's pretty enjoyable. Miles Davis, which is four previously unreleased tracks, which is some alternate takes of some tracks that are on, I guess, released on some of his other albums. So on the little Blue Note label, which I always like, and I have played that. It's pretty enjoyable. I like Miles Davis, so there you go. And I had gotten, well, this is the second Little Richard album. I got the first one in one of the record store days there a few record store days back. This is the second one. It's on white vinyl. The first one is on kind of a, like a yellow, kind of orange yellowish vinyl. Both of them really great albums. Sound really good too. So this is, I have played this a few times. Haven't been playing much music lately for because of just not being in the mood. So that was my Black Friday record store day, except that a couple of things. There was that I had wanted, and they weren't there, and the guy from the record store called me here a couple of days ago and said that they actually came in here just last week, so I guess there were some extras around and he was able to get them. Haven't even opened these yet. Good, Bad, and Ugly soundtrack on, says it's on marble colored vinyl. I don't know what color because I haven't unsealed it. And haven't opened this yet either, but it's Joan Jett. It's a book of exclusive record store release containing Joan Jett's live through images, and it has a 7-inch with live hits and a previously unreleased version of Bad Reputation. So I just swung by the record store when I was doing some stuff yesterday and picked those up, so I haven't even opened them. And there was one other thing I got on Record Store Day. This wasn't on the list that they put out on the Record Store Day website where they show you what's coming out. And so I got to the record place on Record Store Day and was surprised. It's the Kinks' Muswell Hillbillies vinyl release. It's a single album. The actual album was a single album. This is a double album. The second album is just some unreleased and outtakes and stuff, and actually pretty good. I did a review of this album, and I didn't give it a very good review as I remember, but it's kind of grown on me. This is their album After Lola from 1971, I think, is when that came out, and it's not, I don't think it's as good as their 60s stuff or Lola, but it's grown on me, and it's actually pretty good. There's some good stuff on here, and the first I didn't like it so much, but now I'm kind of growing to like it a little more than I did. So it's not a bad album, and listen to the bonus disc, and there's some pretty good stuff on there. And I think that's all the Record Store Day stuff. There's some other things that I've got. I'll show those real fast. I think there's some other things that I got, but I can't remember for sure. Oh, the one thing I want to show, but these are just some albums that I picked up lately, and I haven't even opened these. Just haven't been in the mood for music. Johnny Burnett and the Rock and Roll Trio. This is a re-release, of course. It's 180 grams. It's got a download card. So those in half-price books. Somebody, I was in half-price books, and I got that. Another one I've been wanting, one I've wanted for a long time, Eric Dolphy, Out to Lunch. This was a 1963 album, 64 album, kind of a really out there jazz album, but a really great one if you like jazz. And I mean, this is one that a lot of jazz I like, a lot of it I don't so much, but this is a great one, and I had wanted this on vinyl for a long time, so re-release to not an original. 180 gram, but that one doesn't have a download card. It really matters, but this one also got, these all half-price books, the Soulful Moods of Marvin Gaye. This is his first album, so it says on the notes back here, from 1961, and it has Hitchhike on it, which is really the only song that I recognize. There's My Funny Valentine, so I've heard that. I don't know if I've heard his version. And a couple of other, Mr. Sandman. But anyway, his first album, it's Motown, obviously. So, yeah, haven't opened or played that yet. Looking forward to it. And last but not least, another one I've been looking for a long time. This is, I can't say that in French, but it's Lift to the Gallows or Elevator to the Gallows. Say Miles Davis soundtrack to the film Elevator to the Gallows, which came out in the 58, I think, is a really great, if you like Hitchcock movies, this is kind of a Hitchcock type movie, one of the best Hitchcock movies that Hitchcock didn't make. It was Louis Malle directed this. It's this girl is in the movie, this really pretty girl, and this other guy and her are in love, but she's married, and they plot to kill her husband, and a bunch of everything that can go wrong goes wrong type of thing. Really good movie, so worth checking out. It's subtitled, so if that bothers you, but otherwise it's a great movie from the 50s, and Miles Davis did the soundtrack, and from what I understand, he did the soundtrack by watching daily outtakes or rushes of the film, and would have them play on the wall, and just sort of made the music up as he went along to the film, is the legend. So that's that. The other thing, and I don't have the cover for it because it's at work, and the reason it's at work is I took some Christmas albums up there. It's a long story, but so, and why I took the cover without the record is, I don't know. But anyway, it's Johnny Cash Christmas Spirit album from 1963, which is a really good album. I got this I think late October, early November, and it was got this off of Amazon. It was supposed to be, said white vinyl on the title, limited edition white vinyl. So I got it, and it wasn't white vinyl; it was black vinyl. And I called Amazon or wrote to Amazon or whatever and said, it's not white, it's black. And they said send it back, and I did, and they'd send me a replacement, and they sent me a replacement, said white vinyl in the replacement whatever, and it was black vinyl. And I thought, oh well, I'm not going to bother with it. I'll just keep it because it's about the music anyway more than it is the colored vinyl or whatever. So there's that. Yeah. And the last record store day, there's always something that I want that doesn't show up. And there was one called Blue Christmas by Miles Davis, a 45 I wanted to pick up, but they'd sold out by the time I got there, or they didn't get them, I don't know. So I did look that up on YouTube. It's a really fun song. I think I'd like to try to track a copy of that down if I can still find one. And that's really, there were, sure I picked up another album or two in there, but that's all I can think of now. So if you like jazz, I guess there were a lot of jazz in there, some Christmas records, and the Kinks record, which actually turned out to be pretty fun. So have a good Sunday, everybody.